like I said to you guys before, that I will be making an entire video about the right hands, right? And again, Shiryu is confirmed to be a right hand for the most part. And for people that thought it was Burgess, you are despicable. You should be thrown away. Not really. But I'm just saying, how could you think Burgess was the right hand? Either way, this is a fire spread. I love seeing Marco Killer and my boy Katakuri, King, Ben Beckman, Silvers, really, Sabo, Shiryu, Beppo, okay? Beppo, and of course, Zoro no Azoro. It was amazing. It's an amazing spread. Again, might be my favorite. The only thing is missing is Doflamingo. Why the hell would Doflamingo be here? I don't know, just because I love Dofi, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys. One Piece chapter 1031. Now, I'm not going to say the best chapter in the arc. However, very important chapter for Sanji. I think more than anything, like, as much as I love the chapter, it made me really sad. While I was reading the Sanji portion, I was kind of getting a bit choked up because in Whole Cake Island, when I first read Sanji's entire thing, it was tough to see what he went through. And so to see that everything he ran away from just keep rearing its ugly head every single time, man, like this character is going through it where he doesn't even know what to do himself. So we're going to talk about that. I did make a full video around Sanji and his emotions and everything. The video link will be in the description down below. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. If I didn't, this video will be entirely about Sanji because, I mean, literally it's about the soldier of science. So it should tell you everything you need to know. However, there are other big things that happen in this chapter that I wanted to discuss, so we're gonna talk about it, okay? Kudos to Law and Kid. I think they've gotten credit throughout the arc for good reason, but I think how they've been performing against Big Mom is more than admirable. To be fair, when I saw that Law and Kid were fighting Big Mom, I was like, all right, they're gonna hold her off for a while, then they're gonna get bodied. They've been doing way more than holding her off. They're actually hurting Big Mom like she hasn't been in decades. Now, I'm not sure the pain that she's speaking of because, you know, Big Mom, she has a lot of kids. Take that for what it's worth. Take that how you will. But I'm saying she hasn't felt pain in decades. Now, she's had kids since then. However, who knows who her partner was. Anyway, Law and Kid might be a very good team, even though Kid clearly still doesn't trust Law, and Law is clearly trying to extract information out of Kid. Now, Law is a one-man army. He can do everything, literally. And having someone like Kid next to him, who, you know, has drawn comparisons to someone like Monkey D. Luffy, and has traveled a very tumultuous road himself, they create a very difficult matchup for anyone. But for them to be giving Big Mom this many issues, not expected. You know, Oda is somewhat making up for the lost time, where we haven't seen Kid and Law shine in this way. We knew Law had the potential as well as Kid, so we weren't really sure. I mean, for the most part, they're devil fruits. They should be viewed as top tier devil fruits. The potential is outstanding, especially with Law. It's literally broken. It is the OP no Mi. And for Kid, the usage of metal, especially in a modern society like ours, we see the potential. And of course, we're all Magneto fans, so we're like, oh my God, Kid, if you can just use the metal in the earth or the iron in the blood, right? We just always go too far as One Piece fans. However, these were the expectations we had, and over, they kept falling short. I'm not going to speak for anyone, but I felt like Law should have been the one to defeat Doflamingo because I felt like it would be more impactful, but, you know, things played out in the way that Luffy did it. And Law was relegated to the background support character and, you know, kind of like a straw hat, and he's become a fan favorite because of it. So, you know, again, like I talked about in my Sanji video, if I was an author, I'd rather have characters that people like as opposed to good characters. The thing is, they are not mutually exclusive. Like, you can have a character that is liked and good. However, if I had to pick between the two, rather than be liked, I don't care if it's a bad character. People like bad characters. Well, you know, when you think about Dragon Ball, there are a lot of bad characters in Dragon Ball, in my opinion, because objectively, there's so many things you can talk about there. For instance, people think Jiren is a bad character. I don't give a damn. I like Jiren. People think Hit is meh. I liked Hit. So I don't know. It is what it is. However, back to Kid and Law versus Big Mom. I hate fodder so much because they're so dumb. Like, every single time they comment, I'm just like, shut up. Like, say, oh my God, not even Big Mom could survive that. How the hell do you know Big Mom can survive? You ain't never laid eyes on Big Mom till this arc. Now you know what she can survive. Shut up. What are you talking? They're like, she got up? Yes, this is a Yonko. If a Yonko could be killed by falling metal, they would not be Yonko. And I love the comeuppance because those people that were wasting the red bean soup, Big Mom did the life or death. Or Oshiruko or life. You know, if you had the Oshiruko that you wasted, it would have come in really handy right here, guys. So Big Mom is doing the Lord's work here, man. Just good karma. Now, Big Mom is bringing a bunch of things to life, and she used a year of her own lifespan. Now, we talked about awakenings and how awakening could using your own lifespan be a part of awakenings. Now, that is flawed conceptually, because for characters like Doflamingo and Katakuri, they never really made it seem like their lifespan was being drained. However, they never said it was not. They just continued to fight normally, and it seemed like they were okay. But we can think of awakenings as initially when you awaken your devil fruit, lifespan is used because you're trying to perform beyond your capabilities. You haven't mastered it yet. Because I think of Luffy, because back then it was taking away some of his lifespan. It was not as perfected as it is now. So I think there's something there. I don't think it's one size fits all with awakenings. They're going to vary. But for Big Mom, I don't think Big Mom isn't awakened. I just think this is a way where she can fight beyond her capabilities. It's like a hack. It's a hack that you can use her lifespan to become bigger mom or huge mom or big fat mom, whatever you want to say. It's a hack. Like, her fruit is awakened and she can use it in an awakened way where she doesn't drain her lifespan. However, for you to hack your devil fruit, some lifespan must be given. And I think for Luffy, he's tapping into his awakening, and that's why Gear Second was so, draining for him, because he wasn't ready. He hadn't learned his fruit yet, but to hack his fruit, he had to give up some lifespan. For Law, to hack his fruit, he has to give up some of that, and that seems to be just built into his devil fruit because it's so OP. But again, not one size fits all, but I think we're getting closer and closer, and we're dancing around it, right? We know bits and pieces, but we don't know the entire puzzle yet. We just have to wait and see. And yes, I love how it's been done so far. Big Mom, we have never seen this form of Big Mom. She is big. And it seems like she's in berserk mode, meaning she is ready to go. So Big Mom is praising Kid and Law, saying she hasn't felt pain, like I said, in decades. And my first thought was, who gave Big Mom the pain decades ago? I said I felt like it was Roger and Rayleigh or someone like that, or maybe it was Garp, or maybe it was Kaido, or maybe it was Whitebeard. Who knows? All I know is if Oda ever touches on it, or ever gives us some information in regards to who this person was or who these people were, I'm gonna love it. All right, I'm gonna love it. But I do love Big Mom is finally starting to take the fight seriously, right? And this panel with Kid and Law in front of Big Mom, it's people have drawn different variations of this thing, right? And so now seeing it like come to fruition, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And now you are standing in front of a Yonko, Kid and Law. This is something that you guys have been working towards, right? So I absolutely love that. And again, I love the resolve, even though they're literally shaking, right? Kid and Law, they've been fighting for a long time. They have not been knocked out the entirety of Wano. Kudos to them, because their stamina, people used to shit on Law saying Law can fight for a long time. Law has been doing so much and he's still ready to go. Like Kid said, they're going all out as well, and they don't give a damn what it costs. For Kid, he's already lost an arm, okay? So he's willing and able. Well, Law technically lost an arm as well, but he got it back. So I'm really interested in how that goes down. I like the fact that they said they're in hell, because it's either face the fire or face Big Mom, and I think I'm probably choosing the fire. But we just gotta wait and see, man. It is so damn good right now. Now, Apu and X-Drake. So X-Drake is a very interesting character to me. And again, I want to shout out Aniki Smash, because I watched his video on X-Drake and it made me think about this, right? Because he was talking about some interesting concepts. I'll link his channel below because I liked how he explained the chapter, and he really focused on X-Drake in a way that I think I haven't heard a lot of people focus on in a while. However, what I thought about X-Drake is the fact that obviously he was a rear admiral, and from the public's perspective, he defected and became a pirate. Now, X-Drake's strength is not really known because he was undercover, a member of Sword. So his growth and his potential, it's really unknown, because how much was he holding back? How much did he have to play that he's this pirate just figuring out his way, just trying to become a supernova? It is interesting because if you're the world government, or if you're somebody trying to change the world government, you're going to put someone in that position that you feel like has insane potential, someone that has a great heart. So for X-Drake, I now have a different view of him, especially with him turning down Apu saying, I'm just going to defeat you, because it shows what he's willing to do, right? He is a good pirate. I mean, rather, a good marine. One of the good ones. And when I say good ones, you know what I mean. Apu is still trying to hang on. Like, he's still trying to find a way out of this. Now he's trying to bring Yamato to his side. Saying he's cut ties with Kaido. He's trying to fight with him. He's just trying to ally with somebody to save his own hide. Now, Yamato, when she was passing through this scene, right? Just passing through the pages, Fuga, one of the numbers, reacted. And again, the popular theory is that these people are the swordsmen that were in the cave with Yamato. That's why one of them reacted. And that one would probably be Ushima Orochimaru. Who knows, right? We gotta wait and see. However, it's too convenient and it's too many things lining up that says this is the case. Yamato does have an insane sense of urgency though, because she understands like, hey, okay, I would like to stay in chit chat, but right now Onigashima and the Flower Capital, they're both at stake because it's not only burning, but Onigashima is about to fall and we have bombs, we have all these different things. We have to save the capital. We have to save Wano. And she has a strong sense of duty because she believes that she's Odin and that's her responsibility, blah, 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 blah. Whatever Yamato likes to do. Okay. But whatever she's doing is important and, you know, it's going to play out how it plays out. Now, one of the more scary parts of the chapter, Nico Robin is literally now being chased by CP0. Okay. And the crazy thing is that I didn't notice before is that you had literally the Musketeers and their faction trying to stop these two individuals and they're throwing them around like rag dolls. It got to the point where Brooke said, okay, we have to run. And what's interesting is that Robin says the masked agents are in a class of their own. So Rob Lucci was not masked, but Rob Lucci always had a disposition like he was in charge. But now how these people are moving, I don't know what to think. I've said before, I don't think Brooke can even handle one of them, right? And people will mention, well, do you know Brooke fought a Yonko? Okay. Chopper fought a Yonko. Okay. Brooke does not have a chance against these individuals. I don't think so, at least. Because if Brooke level strength is what you needed to become an elite of the elite, it wouldn't make sense. In my opinion, it just wouldn't make sense. So Brook just gotta run. That's all he can do. This brings us to the Sanji part of the chapter. And again, video will be linked below where I display or talk about all the Sanji thoughts because I have so many different thoughts about Sanji. I'll just point out some obvious things here. I don't think he hit this woman. I'll say that. I don't think he hit this woman. However, it'd be interesting if he did. Now his eyebrows are now facing the same way as his brothers. So Oda is showing that Sanji is definitely augmented. He has gone through a change. And the change is, based on what we know right now, is affecting him. He's losing his sense of self. And it's put Sanji again in a precarious situation where he has to make a decision. He has to make a choice. What are you going to do? How will you take care of this? The thing is, I hate when people say, well, Sanji, the decision is obvious what you need to do. You need to hit that woman. Not understanding his sense of self, not understanding emotions, not understanding stakes. Where, of course, from your chair eating your Cheetos with your foot up, it's going to be easy to make a decision. You're not in that situation. But have you ever been in a high stakes, high pressure situation, making a decision under fire? Do you understand how quickly you have to react, especially when you're compromising your own values? Do you guys understand what is happening here? Please read. Don't look at the pictures. Read. Understand that this is not as simple as, well, obviously just be there for Luffy. He wants to. That's never been the question. He's wondering if he can be the way that he is. That's why he reached out to Zoro. And again, Zoro and Sanji, the best bromance in the series. By far. Well, Usopp and Luffy are pretty goddamn funny. But Zoro and Sanji, man, so damn good. Again, if you'd like some more Sanji stuff, link in the description down below where I talk about Sanji in depth. But he's an amazing character, bro. Just where Oda is going with this, I'm really impressed. I never thought Oda would touch this at all because it's a very slippery slope. You're basically touching on things fans have wanted for a while. Again, I go into all this, so we're not going to spend too much time, but man, this is so damn good right now. The raid suit is gone, right? I never liked it. I'll say that. And Hell's Memories, I mean, Sanji disappeared and he said he's already white hot. Whatever that means, I would like to know, because Hell's Memories, guys, it is now being fueled by his hate for Germa as opposed to the Kamabaka Kingdom. So I think this is going to be even more devastating because those emotions should be a lot more real than even the Kamabaka Kingdom. It should not even compare. So emotionally, I think Sanji has to at some point contain the good and the bad and learn how to hone it, somewhat like a yin and a yang, because it will forever be a part of him. You can't get rid of these feelings. Rather, you can't get rid of yourself. You are Germa. Whether or not you like it, you have to accept it so that you can control it. You can't let it control you. Hell's Memories, that's been your life. That has been your childhood, your upbringing. You have been running from hell. Now be in hell. Be Blackleg Sanji. Become the king of hell. Own your hell. But guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about all this? Shout out to Zoro again. Zoro, even without saying it, you know all he's worried about is Sanji not dying. Just don't die, bro. Zoro will never kill Sanji. Just don't die. And what got lost in this chapter, because we're paying so much attention to Sanji, is that Zoro is going through it right now. And the fact that he's answering a Denden Mushiwa, bro, what the hell? King is laying it on heavy and Zoro is just blocking, man. He's holding it down. I cannot wait till we focus on that fight. But for right now, we just got to focus on the dichotomy that is Sanji. And I love it. Amazing doesn't do do it justice because it's not just amazing, it's important. It might be a foundational chapter for the end of the series based on what happens going forward. So guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about all this? Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BrogODAce. Follow me on Instagram at BrogOD.ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys all so much. Again, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.